All right, second graders, your very last math test for the year. You guys will need to be taking the Topic 15 assessment, and it starts on page 913. So I'm going to quickly go through the directions, and then you guys can work on this and get it submitted to me on Seesaw, and then you will be done with math for the year. So number 1 wants you to choose which polygons are pentagons. So you need to think about how many sides a pentagon has and choose all that apply. Okay. Number 2, I will let you read. Number 3, it wants to know which rectangles are divided into fourths. So again, choose all that apply. Number 4, they give you some clues, and they want you to draw and name the polygon down here below. So there's 2 things to do. You'll draw a polygon with 4 angles. One angle needs to be a right angle, and then tell me the name for that polygon. Okay, if you turn the page when you're ready for number 5, they're going to give you some clues here, and you are going to decide if, based on the clues, the polygon would be a quadrilateral. So you need to answer all 4 of these statements. Think about what makes a quadrilateral. What is a quadrilateral? Think about how many sides and how many angles a quadrilateral has, and then think about if these 2 would be examples of quadrilaterals. Okay. Number 6, Mandy draws a polygon with 6 sides and 6 angles. Which shape did she draw? So what is the name for a polygon with 6 sides and 6 angles? Number 7, it wants you to name the shape and write 3 things that describe the shape. So first you need to name the shape. Write the name of it. Then you need to tell me how many sides, how many vertices, and how many angles that shape has. That would be 3 things that would describe the shape. So name, tell me how many sides, vertices, and angles on number 7. Remember, you can pause this video if you need to write down those things, okay? Number 8, they want you to draw this polygon. You're going to read these clues and draw the polygon. It's kind of a riddle, so make sure you read it carefully. And then you're going to complete the sentence. So you're going to draw it and then tell me the name of the shape. Okay. Then when you're ready, over here on number 9, okay, I'm going to help you on number 9 because we did not do the cubes lesson, okay? We talked about it yesterday during our Zoom, but we call this shape a cube. And then a cube always has 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. So there's a freebie for you. Number 9, a cube has 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges. All right, number 10, you're dividing the circle into 2 equal shares, and then don't forget to complete the sentences. Okay, number 11, Brad says there are only 2 ways to divide the same rectangle into 3 equal shares. Do you agree? So Brad thinks that is the only way, these are the only 2 ways that you can divide that rectangle up. So I think the easiest thing on this, you're welcome to use sentences, but if you would just draw me a picture. If you think there's another way, or draw a picture either way and see if you can come up with another way. So I would start by drawing the little squares first. They have 4 columns. Mine got a little bit big at the end. But then using 3 colors, see if you can divide it another way, okay? That's all you have to do on number 11. You don't have to write a sentence or anything if you can come up with another way. If you don't think there's another way, you can just tell me that up above. Okay? Number 12, it wants you to count the number of squares in the rows and columns. Okay, so the first one is rows. Okay, rows go across. How many squares are in each row to find your total? Columns go up and down. How many squares are in each column? Remember, your answers should be the same, okay? Because the number of squares are not changing here. So you have two equations here. All right, when you're ready, on the back side, number 13 says, Carrie wants a design that shows thirds. Which design could Carrie use? Choose all that apply. Okay, so thirds, think of how many pieces there are in thirds. Okay. I'm going to have you do number 14 because we went over this in our Zoom meeting. I won't count it against you since we didn't do our cube lesson, but which of these solid figures are cubes? If you think it's a cube, mark yes. If it's not, mark no. And you can always go back here. Remember, this is a cube that always is going to have 6 faces, 8 vertices, and 12 edges, if that helps you, okay? And then number 16, you're dividing this rectangle into rows and columns of squares the same size as this square. Okay, so each square is going to be about that size, and then they want to know how many squares there would be total. So you're going to draw your rows and columns on number 16, okay? And that is your test. So make sure when you are finished, take good pictures. You guys have been doing a great job so that I can read your answers clearly and grade your test for you. But it's numbers, marker's drying out here, number 1 through 16 for your math test. Okay, and then there are a few pages left in your math book. Those are like 3rd grade practice pages. I do not need your math books back, so that's something you guys can work on throughout the summer or whenever you want for some extra practice. So this will be your very last math assignment for the year, the topic 15 test, okay? Good luck.